Hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another Sea of Thieves video. Now in today's video I want to go over some screenshots that Rare has shared to their social media today to do with the free update that will be coming on June 22nd called A Pirate's Life, which is the crossover with Pirates of the Caribbean, and I am so excited for that. So before going over the screenshots, this was the text that went with it. Not only do we have screenshots, but tomorrow promises your first in-game glimpses of Captain Jack Sparrow in action. Tune into the Xbox Game Showcase Extended to see scenes from the epic adventure that awaits. Trust me, I will be going over that tomorrow. I will be watching it and seeing what comes out of it. I'm very, very excited. Now, one of the first screenshots that they shared amongst that collection was this one, which is of the Flying Dutchman in-game. Now, reiterating the fact they said these are screenshots rather than artwork, so this is pretty much what it's going to look like in-game, and from the reveal trailer it does seem pretty accurate, and I am really, really just so impressed with it. And is it me, or does it appear to be, like, larger than a normal galleon, although that could be sort of as it's rising up out of the water and it's got to splash back down. They also shared this image, which I found particularly interesting. After doing some research and double checking my initial thoughts, this does appear to be their replica of the Black Pearl. Are we actually going to sail around on the Black Pearl with Jack Sparrow? And also that makes me wonder how that's going to work in the story, whether Jack will be captaining the ship and will be following his directions, and where will our ship be that, you know, we used to get to the area where we freed him from, etc, etc. Really interested to see that. Now, this area seems to be one of the areas that's going to be part of the story that you have to go through what appears to be a portal to access, and it all seems to be to do with the realm of the undead and where the Ferry of the Damned and everything resides. So it's going to be really, really interesting to actually interact with this area, because it does actually seem to be quite a large area. And I mean, to be fair, the Shores of Gold was quite a large area, so I'll be very interested to explore it. They also shared this image of the ocean crawler enemies, and I think they look really, really cool. I am so excited to see these in game. I cannot wait to take so many screenshots because I think they look beautiful. I know they're an enemy and they look tough and they look really, really like they're aggressive and tough and badass basically, but they're also really beautiful. And that's just Rare and how Rare have made this game. It's such a beautiful art style in my opinion. So these will be in free roam. Don't forget that these have been confirmed as coming to free roam by a blog post from Xbox, so eventually in future updates these are going to be new enemies for us to fight. Now, Rare just shared this to their Instagram literally as I was making this video, so I had to stop and add these in. These are some artwork, artists, like, what they were basically planning for some underwater areas. Now, I'm really, really, really intrigued by this, because they seem to have put a lot of effort and detail into creating this underwater world. And I don't see them creating something this massive, like I said, for it just to be part of the story, and from what they've said, this will impact the free roam gameplay that we all know and love. So I'm really curious how much we're going to actually see extending into the depths of Sea of Thieves. This was the text that went along with it. It said, a new threat wakes beneath the waves. When creating the realm of the sirens, our artists look to create an amalgamation of the natural flora and fauna of the ocean floor and detritus from the antics of boisterous buccaneers far above. Get ready to enter the sunken kingdom in Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life, available June 22nd. So again, it's going to be part of the story. We know it's going to be part of the story, but is this going to have any interaction in the free roam world? That's what I'm really, really interested to see. Like, is it areas that are only accessible via the story, or is it similar to how you can actually go and explore all the Ashen regions, and there's Ashen regions that are part of the story, but you can still interact with them by doing quests and things in those areas. Will we get to do quests eventually that take us down into the depths to fight sirens and just do all of that kind of stuff? Now, I am really, really, really a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean and all the sort of mythology of the sirens and all of that stuff. I love it. I love it so much. So for me, this is an absolute dream of an update. I think I've said it 100 times. Rare, if anyone was ever to hear this from Rare, I want them to know how much I love this, and I think a lot of people do. There's obviously some skeptics, there always is, saying, oh, of course, we haven't actually got it yet. But Rare are really making a big point of this. This is clearly something they've been working on for a long, long time. And I think that's why perhaps we've had slightly lackluster updates in the past, because what else are they to do? They've got to work on this massive project. So I can forgive anything. It's Pirates of the Caribbean coming to my favourite pirate game, and by far the best pirate game that exists, in my opinion. So I'm very, very, very excited for all of this stuff. And the fact that they're doing a countdown every day, they're sharing all this artwork, all these screenshots, to me it really appears that, you know, they're as much in love with this and the idea of this as a lot of us are, and I'm just so excited to, not only for us as players, I'm excited for Rare because this has got to be a really, really big thing for them. I'm just over the moon. So make sure to let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this news, and if you're looking forward to tomorrow and seeing those in-game clips. I will keep you guys updated and see you again soon.